Hello, hello, hello. And it's a good afternoon from me to you. And it's another time to share our minds. It's another time to enlighten us on some important things we need to know so we get to know what we're running with in 2024. And from the standpoint of a corporate organization or an individual, you can only become what you believe. You can only become what you believe. You can only get what you believe. You can only surpass what you believe. And that's the reason why I come so strongly for as many who have been subscribing to my YouTube channel, that with very important information that would really help us in 2024. And that's one of the reasons why today we'll be looking at the subject matter: why set targets? Why set targets? Now, this is one big question that needs serious attention, and most unsuccessful corporations have shied away from it and ended up remaining static or dormant in terms of productivity. So the truth is, so many corporations have remained static. A lot of them have remained dormant. Why? Because they try to shy away from the aspect of setting targets. The truth is, they just choose to remain in their comfort zone rather than tilling the grounds of discoveries into new frontiers. They just choose to remain in their comfort zones rather than tilling the grounds of discovery into new frontiers that would usher them into endless possibilities, whether we like it or not. There are endless possibilities out there. It all depends on the mindset we carry towards setting targets and making sure that we work towards achieving, if not exact target, but close to it. It is better you set something and you reach half of it or more than half of it than not even setting anything. Because the truth is, your hidden potentials are only useful where you carry them to an uncomfortable environment where they can be activated. Your hidden potentials cannot be activated in a comfortable environment, in a relaxed environment. Now, a relaxed environment is the environment that has no challenge. A relaxed environment is the environment that has no mountain in front of. And as we well know, that for your potentials to really produce results that are not common, you need to subject yourself to an uncomfortable environment where endless possibilities begin to pop out. Now, to make this discourse an interesting one, we'll be using the Fortune 500 companies as our case study. We'll be using the Fortune 500 companies as our case study. Now, the Fortune 500 companies that is admired and spoken widely of globally didn't get that name from setting common targets. They didn't get that name from setting common targets. They did the uncommon to get the uncommon. They did the uncommon to get the uncommon. The truth is, if you go down history lane, you get to understand that Fortune 500 companies did not just emerge or pop out from the blues. They started gradually. Their names were not heard. It was one man's vision, one man's idea. He conceived it, and he did not just keep it himself. He went ahead and employed people who understood where he was going to. So the moment he began to share the vision, a lot of them, because of the mindset they have towards making sure that the vision was actualized, they started working in the direction of that goal. And that was how Fortune 500 became not just a national name. Fortune 500 companies became a global name. Now, they did, just like I said, the Fortune 500 companies that is admired and spoken widely of globally didn't get that name from setting common targets. They did the uncommon to get the uncommon. They did the uncommon to get the uncommon, from well crafted strategies to uninterrupted implementation, from well crafted strategies to uninterrupted implementations that didn't breed the result immediately. I want you to take note of that. Now, from well crafted strategies to uninterrupted implementations that didn't breed the results immediately, but consistency was key to their actualization. But consistency was key to the actualization. Now, doing it is not the problem, but being consistent with it is what guarantees you the results. So if you do it today and you don't do it tomorrow, you don't expect result. Now, consistency is a constant. Consistency is a constant. It cannot change. Whether you're seeing in you're not seeing the result immediately, because you're not going to see the result immediately. You need to be consistent with your input, and this is where setting of targets and actualizing them. This is where the work lies. Not just setting them. You must be patient to consistently put those inputs, because whether you like it or not, there is a particular time for results to be activated. So if you don't have this understanding as a corporate organization, or as an individual, you end up being frustrated. See, is at the end, we're not getting. No. Results don't is not automatic. Result appears with time, and this is exactly what Fortune 500 did. But they were but consistency, just like I said, was key to their actualization. Now, today, Fortune 500 companies are being used as case studies all over the globe. So same success could be replicated across the globe. So if you want to get the result Fortune 500 got, take time and study how they did it. I'm privileged. I'm privileged to have been part of those who understudied Fortune 500 as my case study. I understudied it. It was my case study, and that's why I can boldly tell you that what they did works, and it's still working, and that's what I'm using, and it's working for me. In my next study, I'll be giving you areas I applied some of these strategies. Some of these strategies are selling points. And peradventure, you're a corporate organization and you're privileged to be watching this video, and you know you've suffered, you've been static for years, and you've been dormant for years, and you want somebody to kick start or to revamp your organization with regards staff trainings, management trainings. You could just send us an email, or rather still send go to my page, or go to my channel, send the message, or I'll drop my email address. Then you could send a message, send your request, and telling me where you're based. You're based in the United States, you're based within the country, you're based in Canada, you're based in Europe, you're based in Germany, you're based in London, you're based in Nigeria, you're based in any African countries, and you need our services with regards training, because we do both national and global trainings that will help enhance the strength of corporate organizations to be able to meet up with global standards, so that at the end of the day, you're not just incorporating human resource that don't understand how to get how to go about a particular thing. You are incorporating human resource that understands the secret of setting targets, the secret of setting targets. And that's why before this teaching ends, I'm going to drop the email address that you're going to be sending your request to, as you subscribe, send your request. Are you in Nigeria? Are you in Nigeria specifically? Because we are based, Sunset Environmental Consult is based in the heart of Abuja, and we are readily available to render the service of trainings for corporate organizations who really want to align with top corporate organizations that are known for productivity and that are known for, that want to be visible. So we do all this inclusive. Now, setting target makes you see and act beyond limitation. Setting target makes you see and act beyond limitation. It activates your inner hidden potentials that affect your perception about the thing. It enables you look beyond a mere picture as a picture per se, but critically dissecting and exposing the hidden qualities that the picture carries. I'll take that again. Setting target makes you see and act beyond limitation. It activates your inner hidden potentials that affect your perception about a thing. It enables you look beyond a mere picture as a picture per se, but critically dissecting and exposing the hidden qualities the picture carries. So you can now see that setting of targets are not for ordinary minds. Setting of targets are not for chicken-hearted persons. Setting of targets are for people who believe nothing is impossible. So setting of targets are not for soft-hearted persons, are for people who believe the mountain is not too high to be climbed. The valley is not too deep to be surmounted. The river, the ocean is not too wide to be swimmed or that you can swim across. So this is how the people who set targets, this is how they reason. Now, setting targets builds you into a solution provider. When no other person sees the possibility of solving that problem slash challenge, setting target builds you into a solution provider. When no other person sees the possibility of solving that problem slash challenge, are you an individual or are you a corporate organization that really wants to go beyond where they are? You really want to become visible. You want to be known. You want to achieve what Fortune 500 achieved. Then you need this video. If you're not subscribing yet, subscribe now. You could listen to the video over and over, and you get to understand why in 2024 you just can't shy away from setting targets, because setting of targets is really going to help you in the aspect of becoming visible. It's really going to help you in the aspect of solving long-term challenges or problems that have existed that people had shied away from just because they feel it's not something that could be taken care of. But from this study, I believe you've gotten value. You've been able to learn one or two things that in terms of why set targets. And I believe in our next session, which will be coming up by Wednesday, Thursday, you'll be hearing something completely different for 2024 and how you're going to make your movement in 2024 stress free and sweet. When others are busy focusing on the confusion, you will be busy focusing on the solution. When others are busy focusing on the confusion, you'll be busy focusing on the solution. So I'll see you there. Have a beautiful week.